Yun yung
That's
importante.
actually a really good preface to this question. How do you navigate family dynamics during the planning process, and what are some ways to address potential conflicts? Welcome to Adulting with Joyce Pring. Watch the full video of this episode on my channel, www.youtube.com/JoycePringTV. And if you want to level up your adulting game, check out joycepring.com/collections for my digital products and courses. We had our fair share of conflicts within the family. And actually some friends also. Kasi we had a small wedding and hindi namin na-invite lahat ng mga tao. So, general rule, I think, would be this. Expect that there will be people that you're going to disappoint. But the people that you disappoint and get mad at you don't really matter, because if they really love you, then they will understand and empathize with you. The people who get offended tas magagalit sa'yo on your wedding day are people who are only thinking about themselves. Because honestly, if they care about you, they will get hurt, but they'll move on from it. They'll be like, okay, that's kind of hurtful, but I understand. Kasi that's your day. That's not my day. It's your day to be happy. Di ba? Di ba ganun, love?
Oo. Tsaka syempre, marami kayong maririnig ng mga sumbat dyan. At kung ano-ano pa. Just focus on the major, problems. Major and the major, minor and the minor. Just focus on your wedding. Problemahin mo yung mga kailangan dapat problemahin, hindi yung mga maliliit na bagay na as stressful. And syempre, sobrang daling sabihin, pero mahirap gawin. Pero as much as possible, listen to that, na wag nyo na masyadong paglaanan ng masyadong maraming stress kasi sobrang daming mangyayari sa wedding nyo na kailangan isipin.
Yeah, the people who mind don't matter, and the people who matter don't mind. That's the general rule that you have to really think about. Yun nga, kasi kung hindi nyo talaga kaya na pagbigyan sila, wag na. Wag nyo nang stressin yung sarili nyo. That's one thing. Now, isa sa mga, you can watch a lot of YouTube videos on wedding planning tips. But isa pa sa mga napagdaan din namin was, ang daming friends, halimbawa, ng mga parents or family members that want to join na hindi naman namin kilala. Tas wala na kaming budget for it. So, isa sa mga bagay that we had to talk about with our parents was, okay, we can't afford this anymore. But if you really want to invite them, can you pay for one table? Parang ganon. So, kung hindi nyo talaga afford, wala sa budget nyo, but you want to honor your parents' wishes, you ask them, I'm okay if you want to invite them, even though I don't know them, because they're your friends, you want them to be there, but can you please pay for their table? Because we don't have the money for that anymore.
Yeah.
That's one way that you can set boundaries while at the same time honor the wishes of your parents. Right, love?
Tama. It's gonna be a very difficult and awkward conversation, but it has to happen for the mental well-being of everybody.
Yeah, tsaka planning a wedding is the first, I would like to think, it's the first big thing that you guys as a couple will have to decide on.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? So, kung hindi nyo ma-navigate ng maayos yan, at dyan pa lang nag-aaway na kayo, paano pa? Pag meron ng babies, pag meron ng other bahay and other things that you have to think about. So, ngayon pa lang, dapat marunong na kayo as a couple to set boundaries respectfully, gently, and lovingly, as Juancho mentioned, while at the same time, try to be honoring to your family and to your loved ones.
Protect each other. Yun ang importante. Yeah. Protect each other.
That's true. Okay, next. Love, what are some of your tips for managing stress during the wedding planning process, and how can you avoid feeling overwhelmed?
Wedding planning process or the wedding itself na? Or kasama ba
I guess both. Pwede naman.
Both. Ako, syempre doon lang ako sa wedding mismo na stress eh. Kasi, as I mentioned, nung umpisang part ng recording na to, very minimal lang po ang ginawa ko. Actually, I had one responsibility.
Show up.
Show up. At maliban doon, taste the food and judge.
True.
And nung ginawa ko yun, food trip eh.
Lahat masarap sa kanya. Wala siya
trip
natulong.
Eh. Parang kinain lahat eh. Tapos parang, ano ba, mahusgahan ba? Or parang i-judge ba natin to kung ano yung mga trip natin? Wala, food trip eh. Tapos parang, okay okay naman siya. Masarap. Busog naman ako. Anyway, nung wedding day itself, doon ako na-stress and I'll speak to that. Importante that you tell yung mga abay ninyo that bago pa magsimula yung wedding or even before, sasabihin nyo sa kanila, sabihin mo, i-set the expectation already that I'm gonna be stressed. I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna be out of it. So I need you guys, that's your responsibility while you're here. I need you guys to help me out. Luckily, the wedding itself, I had si Mikoy Morales and si Nico. Nandun sila sa gilid ko. Hindi ko alam kung saan napunta yung iba. Nakiparty sa iba, nagutom. Hindi ko na alam kung saan yung iba. Basta yung dalawang groomsmen ko were there. And nung kinakabahan ako, they kind of held my hand through it, you know? That's very important. And when I said, para sobrang na-stress ako. Mikoy, kunan mo nga ako ng soft drinks. As in, soft drinks, bang, kuha sila. Si Nico yung magbantay sa akin. Tapos parang usap-usap, syempre, libang-libang. Alam mo na kung paano mangyayari yung mga bagay-bagay. And then, pag dumating yung soft drinks, sige, yun na. I feel better. A cold beverage always helps. Stuff like those. Yung mga importanteng bagay. All that to say is, you have to tell the people that will help you out, whether that be your family, whether that be your abay, whether that be your wedding planner, that you need help emotionally as well, because it's tough. It's really a lot to process and feel overwhelmed by during that day.
Yeah, that's a really good advice. I don't have anything to add to that. I think I was pretty chill during the wedding day itself. I was just kind of like,
May mga problems na
nag-arise. Pero hindi ko na
alright.
siya,
Tinawagan mo pa ako nun eh. Love, please solve this. Okay, I'm on it. Naalala mo?
Hindi ko na matandaan. Ano?
Love, walang kwarto si Blank. Tapos kinuhan ng kwarto si Ganda si Blank. Naalala mo?
Ganon, yeah. So,
Nagkaroon
kaya
sila
pala-
ng problema. Ikaw na. Bye.
Kaya pala wala akong stress kasi pinasa ko kay Juancho. So to his point, find the person that you can pass the stress to. I also had really amazing, my maid of honor Faith was absolutely amazing. She made sure that no stress will come my way. As in sila yung walnuts ko that time. Ano yung tawag doon?
Yung sa Plants vs. Zombies, yung walnut.
Zombies. Yeah, nang bablock talaga ng bad vibes at bad trip. And yun nga, having a really good events organizer on the day off that will keep everything on track, that will make sure that the suppliers are ready, everything's ready. That is so important. But managing stress for me in general, I think the reason why I was super chill was because I knew that the wedding was important, but I knew that the marriage was importanter. So
It's important here.
yeah, it's importanter. And it's more important. And I knew that I just wanted to accept everything that will go my way, that will go our way correctly, and that will be great. I will just accept it and be grateful to God for it. And all the things that don't work out well, I'm just going to let it go. As in, yun yung rule ko. So, madaming mga bagay na hindi nag-work out nung time na yun. Katulad na lang ng nanay ko.
Uy! Hindi ka na nga binanggit eh.
Katulad na lang ng nanay ko na bumili ng damit na kakulay na wedding dress ko after ko siyang patahian ng magandang gown. Hindi na ako nagpaka-stress nung pagkakita ko sa kanya. Okay. Ganun na lang. Mga ganon. Or yung mga may nag-show up na mga guests nila na hindi naman dapat invited. Ganyan.
Or wedding crashers.
Wedding crashers na technically hindi naman sila wedding crashers kasi in-invite sila ng mga tao sa paligid natin na hindi naman sila dapat invited. I let it go. I found my zen and I was like, you know what? I'm so glad that I have my own life. I don't need to be stressed out by this. I'm just going to take my wins and let go of my losses. So for me, that's how you handle stress because you cannot expect your wedding day to go perfectly. When things don't go the way that you want it to, as long as it's not major, like hindi nag-show up yung asawa mo, di ba? Or something.
Wag naman ganun ka major, no?
Well, yeah. Kung ganun ka major, sige magpaka-stress ka, di ba? Don't take your wins and then let go of your losses. Talagang i-take mo yung L na yun.
Oo, walang win doon. For the both of you.
Yeah.
There's no win there.
Wala talagang win doon. Ano pa ba yung mga basta ang dami nung time na yun, parang dapat uulan, tapos tinatanong na ako ng organizer ko kung lipat na kami sa loob. Parang ako, sige, tignan natin. Tapos, hindi siya umulan.
Yan.
Diba? Tapos mainit. Tapos madami nagreklamo na medyo mainit kasi the sun was on their faces. And I'm just like, it's an outdoor wedding. What can we do? So, I think in general, if you want to manage your stress, you have to manage your expectations. And then just be grateful for the things that go right.
Pray for the best and expect the worst.
That's it for this episode of Adulting with Joyce Pring. If you liked this podcast, please don't forget to use the hashtag Adulting with Joyce Pring and also check out www.joycepring.com for the show notes and tag me on social media with at Joyce Pring. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Paalam!